Okay, so I'm doing kind of a 2-for-1 here. I am trying to use a Screencast-O-Matic. I tried using Screencastify and it was not very friendly to me, so I'm gonna try this route instead. So I am currently looking at the Khan Academy website. Um, this is actually very timely because my school district will be using Khan Academy starting with this school year and decided not to renew any other subscriptions to some of our online platforms that we had been using previously. So um, I have kind of started looking at the Khan Academy website. Um, I know a little bit about it, but not a ton. So I kind of want to familiarize myself a little bit with the teacher side of it and also take a look at what's available to my students and what that side of things looks like as well. So I have started kind of looking at this. I've created my first class for the upcoming school year. So I have that set to go. I've kind of started looking over some of these trainings that they have available for teachers. I will obviously need to continue those and finish those up so that I have a really good understanding of how best to my Khan Academy website. Um, but what I really wanted to kind of look at right now is the student side of things. So I teach fourth grade, so I'm going to go into the fourth grade and looking at the math section there. Um, I guess the first thing that I'm kind of seeing here is we only have a total of 9 units in our math curriculum. And I can already tell that their unit progression is different than ours. So I'm going to need to really look at that and kind of align our curriculum units and the units here and make sure that my students are actually looking at the skills that they need and not just going in order so that we can kind of use this to the best of our ability. So I'm just going to choose a unit here. I like that it gives a little bit of information about this unit, and kind of what the focus is. And I'm just going to click on a lesson here. I'm seeing that it looks like we don't like necessarily have to go in order, which is nice. We can kind of pick and choose to make sure that it is aligning with our curriculum. And it looks like the first thing that something that I tell my students a lot is that if you don't understand how I'm explaining something, I will try to explain it to you a different way. But sometimes the best thing that you can do is have someone else explain it to you because they're probably going to explain it a little bit differently than I am. So this is nice that there's a video here that they can watch and it might be explained a little bit differently to them in a way that they might understand better than how I am explaining it. So I do like that. Let's see. Okay, this looks like it's another example of how to multiply using the area model just with different numbers. And then it looks like it moves on to a practice. So I really like that. that the students have that opportunity to get that little bit of extra learning if they need to, and then go on to the practice. And maybe not all students will need that extra video with the extra instruction, but some of them might. So I like that it's a little bit differentiated in that way. Um, because in the past, I have had students who probably wouldn't need that extra explanation, while some students probably would. So I do like that. Um, and then being able to see on my end how my students did. So using it as kind of a formative assessment type thing to understand or to see what their understanding is, what things maybe we need to revisit. So I really, really like that. So I think overall, I think this is going to be a great addition to math, especially. That's kind of the focus for this year is the math portion of it. So um, I think that it's going to be really, really useful. And I think I'm most excited for those videos for those kiddos who need that little bit of extra explanation and having it explained in just that little bit different way. So I'm really, really excited for using this one. And I think it's going to be really beneficial.